Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
Hello and welcome. My name is Shelby Mary Beth. I make weekly cleaning, organizing, and decorating videos here on YouTube. Today's video is going to be a Christmas prep with me. So we are going to be baking cookies, we are going to be wrapping presents, we're going to be doing everything that we need to do before Christmas arrives. So I hope you give you guys a whole bunch of motivation for Christmas and hopefully some inspiration. So let's get started. You definitely know you have a good recipe when your recipe card looks like this. I will link this recipe down in the description. I definitely need to reprint mine, but I've had this one for years. It was actually a recipe that my husband has had, and I remember having it for the first time when we were just teenagers, and he made them for me for Valentine's Day. So we have made this and tweaked it a little bit every single year to make it completely perfect, and I love it so much. So every single year I actually make like hundreds of Christmas cookies closer to Christmas for my neighbors and our family. I love baking, so it's just a great way for me to give back to our neighbors and our family and say thank you for everything that they've done for us throughout the year and to spread a little bit of that Christmas magic. So when I bake those cookies, it's a little bit closer to Christmas than when I'm filming this, so I'm not quite making all of those quite yet, but I did last year and I made a video, so I will make sure to link that in the description for you and in the comments. I always make 5 or 6 different Christmas cookie recipes every single year, and they're all absolutely delicious. So if you are looking for any, definitely check out that video. So my goal for this video is to really get you into the Christmas spirit for this year. So if there's a tradition or something you do to help yourself get into the Christmas spirit, let me know in the comments what it is. That way you can help anybody else that might be looking for something to help them get into that mindset or just new traditions. I have definitely found the joy of Christmas through baking every single year for my friends and family like I am now, but also just being the magic maker for my daughter Cecilia, who's almost 3, so she's starting to really grasp like the concept of Christmas and Santa and all that Christmas magic. So we have been every single morning putting an elf on the shelf somewhere different in our house and setting him up in these little scenarios, and it's just so much fun watching her run to try and find the elf every single morning and knowing that I'm the reason that she's finding all this joy in Christmas just brings me so much joy. So I've set up so many things throughout this video to help motivate you for Christmas and inspire you. So we are baking cookies, and then after this I'll be making a DIY like brown sugar and coconut oil hand scrub so that you don't get those dry hands this year for winter. I also put together a free printable on my website, and it's just how I like to organize like my gift list, and I kind of categorize it by like people's interests, and I'm able to narrow down like some more gift ideas through this like little printable that I have that I'll share with you guys later in this video. We are also going to be wrapping presents. I am absolutely obsessed with this wrapping paper cutter that I got, so I cannot wait to share that with you guys. And then at the very end of this video, I share my favorite thing to do at night around Christmas.
Making a Christmas memory.
So as I mix all the ingredients for these chocolate chip cookies together, I just wanted to talk more about being happy in the present moment where you are, and also being grateful for what you already have. Comparison is definitely the biggest thief of joy, so comparing your life to somebody else's is never going to bring you any sort of joy. I have definitely found that even just looking back on my life and comparing myself now to where I was 5 years ago, I see so much growth in myself and my family, and that is such a better comparison than comparing my life to somebody else's who may seem perfect on the internet, but absolutely it's not in real life. I also see so many people moving so often because I feel like they're trying to find a happiness somewhere else, but really you need to sit and make your happiness in your home where you currently are. And that is definitely my biggest Christmas wish, is for everyone to find their happiness where they are. So I love Ghirardelli chocolate chips in my chocolate chip cookies. So that is what I'm using. I measured it out per the recipe, but I ended up just having a little bit left, so I just dumped the rest into my mixture. But now I just need to mix it all together, and then we're gonna place our scoops onto a baking pan and bake these in the oven so that we can make our house smell delicious while we're doing all of our Christmas prep throughout this video.
We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you.
So as my grandma would say, our pans are definitely seasoned. They don't look beautiful. They've definitely been used 100 times. But I also love to put parchment paper down for my cookies. It makes the cleanup so much easier, and I think they bake just as perfectly. There is a raw egg in this recipe, but I'm still obsessed with this cookie dough, and there's no way I cannot eat it. It's so good. So let me know if you eat raw cookie dough too.
Making our Christmas memories. Yes, these are the good times with you. Don't even care what we do if I spend it with you. Just you and nobody else. It's so good to see you again, to see you again. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hanging by the fire chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Yeah, I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas.
So this first batch of cookies, I actually put a little closer to the warmer on the top than I usually do, and they turned out delicious still. So I definitely recommend it if you like a little bit more crisp to your chocolate chip cookies, but I'm moving down the rack now so that I can make another batch with just the regular style that I like. These ones were delicious straight out of the oven because they were still nice and gooey on the inside, and then they had that crisp all along the outside, and it made them delicious.
Just like these snowflakes tumbling down, round and round. I'm falling.
So here's that first batch that we made closer to the warmer, and then these are in the middle rack. And these ones I would consider being perfect. So we're gonna make our hand scrub now. So all I use for this is brown sugar and coconut oil. So it's 3 parts brown sugar. So I'm using 3 quarter cups of brown sugar, and then I'm using 1/4 cup of this extra virgin coconut oil. I will link all of these in the description, or just this coconut oil, because obviously the other thing is just brown sugar. And I mix them both together. So it's super simple and easy. I definitely recommend mixing them in a bigger container than I am. This container is actually just a leftover lotion container that I had, and I keep just reusing for this mixture because it's perfect. But this is such a good hand scrub for dry hands. It helps exfoliate all the dead skin cells off your hands, and the hydration from the coconut oil is superb. So it's also a great gift idea. You could definitely put this in like a little mason jar. I'm actually adding just a little bit of vitamin E oil, and I do about maybe a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. But vitamin E is great for your hair, your skin, and your nails. You definitely don't need to add it to this mixture, but it's just a nice little addition if you do have some. So I personally actually keep this tub inside our shower, and I will use it anywhere that I'm planning on shaving. So I will scrub my legs with it before I shave, and I won't have any of those red bumps on my legs because this helps exfoliate your skin and hydrate it so that it doesn't get any dry flakiness. I will link this free printable in the description below. It's on my website, but it's just a really easy way to put together a gift list or come up with ideas, kind of brainstorm for somebody. And The first column is their name, so you just write it down. The second one is for their interests. So what are they interested in? And then when you can kind of see them all together, I feel like it's a really good way to kind of brainstorm ideas. So it's really nice if you can actually combine all of their interests into one gift idea. But if there is somebody on my Christmas gift list that I need to get a present for and I'm having such a hard time thinking of something, this is what I do. So I really hope you guys try it out if you have a hard time too. And this is something you could definitely just write on a notebook. You don't have to print this out if you don't have a printer. So I just hope this is a really good idea for you. So we are moving into our master bedroom now. I'm just going to do a quick cleanup in here. I have some stuff laying on the floor. This is our pile of Christmas presents, things I still need to wrap or put together and kind of organize. I definitely need to make our bed and just get our room nice and cozy for my favorite thing to do at the end of the day. I will also be wrapping presents in here. I really cannot wait to share with you the wrapping paper cutter that I got because I am absolutely obsessed with it. But first, I hope this inspires you to make your own room clean, cozy, and ready for Christmas.
Making plans, what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
I don't know if you can see the smile on my face, but I'm so excited because I'm bringing in the wrapping paper. These are the wrapping paper cutters that I got this year, and I am obsessed. I will link them in the description below. I am absolutely obsessed with wrapping presents. It's my favorite thing to do around Christmas. So I'm just going through our pile here. We went out Black Friday shopping. This is the first time I have really ever gone out on Black Friday. So if you're not from the US, Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving, which is always on a Thursday. Thanksgiving is a US holiday and usually the day right after people get right into like their Christmas shopping. So that is called Black Friday. There's usually tons of sales and different things. So I'm curious if there's anything similar in your country. Definitely let me know in the comments. So we had specifically gone out just for the kids on Black Friday. So we have cousins in our family, so we needed to get a present for all of them. And then I, of course, got everything I needed for Cecilia for Christmas that she really wanted. And then we got a couple things for Owen, who is just one. I also picked up these handprints because I'm so obsessed with Cecilia and Owen's handprints. So to give you some gift ideas, I'm going to share what we got. But I got one of these plush pillows, and Cecilia's 3, but I think all kids are obsessed with these things. She also loves Peppa Pig, so we got her this roadway. She loves cars too, so it's absolutely perfect. This baseball bat, and then this is the guitar she absolutely wanted. She asked Santa for, and I just got her this little magnetic fishing thing. I just thought she was gonna have a lot of fun with this, and then a little tiny watch. This will be her first ever watch, so I know she's gonna love it. This is what we got Owen, who is turning 1, and these are obviously too big for him. He will grow into them, but our idea is that Cecilia will play with them too. If you need an idea for any kid, I think Legos are always like a good go-to. So we got some of the cousins each a Lego kit. We got a 7-year-old this hair kit, and then a 5-year-old this Pikachu because he's obsessed with Pokemon. So I love getting our wrapping paper from Hobby Lobby. It has the grid on the back, and then I'm going to be using our new wrapping paper cutter. So this was the first time I had ever used it, and in a little bit you'll see how excited I am after I use it because it is just absolutely amazing. It makes cutting the paper so easy. it just slides through like butter. I'm just going to be wrapping all the presents that we got for our little cousins. I still need to decide what presents for Cecilia and Owen that we're just going to leave set up and ready to go on Christmas morning. That is something we like to do, so instead of keeping things packaged sometimes, we will remove them from the package and set it all up. That way we don't have to do it on Christmas morning and they can just start playing with it right away. So when it comes to like wrapping presents, we actually have two different traditions, and that is that one person in our family will get their present wrapped like 100 times. So nobody ever knows who it's going to be, but I will literally wrap their present like 100 times. So it takes them like a good 5 minutes to unwrap their present, and it's just a really fun like tradition that we started at least 6 years ago. And then the other thing we do is just something super silly and crazy, and for this one I gotta kind of have to put a visual, so I will put a picture on the screen here. So all the siblings had gone in together on a vacuum for a gift for my mother-in-law, and before Christmas even came, she had gone out and bought a vacuum for herself. So she returned it, but it was because they had to like break the news to her that we had gotten the vacuum already. So our other tradition is that my husband and I do something very silly and outrageous. I just wanted to mention I got these a few years ago from Target, and they're only $3 a pack, and they're such cute little tags. But anyway, so back to the story. We always do something really silly and just like outrageous to one of the presents that we give. Nobody knows who it's going to be either. So we took this opportunity to make it hers. So we had put this note on the present. It was covered and it says, "We heard you bought yourself something nice around Christmas. Consider this your first warning." And it's a Godfather, so you know it's a really good warning. So we had put a whole bunch of just stuffing inside the vacuum cleaner that we had all gifted to her, and then placed it all around this giraffe head that's like a wall mount for our playroom, and then just made it look like it was like this big disaster. So that is just another one of our really fun traditions. I'm pretty sure that one started from just getting like a gift card for somebody, and we didn't want it to be like super simple, like, oh, here's a gift card. Like it needed to be a little bit more thought put into it. So that's how that one started. So if you have some really fun traditions, definitely let me know in the comments. I am obsessed with traditions. I think they're so much fun, and it's definitely a way to just bring all that Christmas joy and magic every single year. So when I'm wrapping presents for kids, I always try to pick out a really fun wrapping paper. I will actually usually get a few from the dollar store because they always have some really fun like Disney characters or something like that. This one I already had, and I love the Hobby Lobby wrapping paper, so it's the one I picked. But I also used to, before I had kids, put like a ribbon around it and everything to make it look super cute and pretty, but then kids always have the hardest time unwrapping their presents, and then it makes it a little less fun, I think, for them. So I stopped putting ribbons around the kids. The adult presents I do try to make look a little prettier, and I'm definitely known in our family for that. I'm known for just like wrapping our presents and making them look really good. But it's just something I really enjoy doing. I love decorating, so this is my way of decorating presents, and it brings me a ton of joy. I love wrapping presents. So I really hope I give you some inspiration for wrapping presents. I know it's not everybody's favorite thing to do, but I will also be sharing, after I'm done wrapping a few more of these, what I like to do at the end of the day around Christmas.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay, keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born
So now that we have some presents wrapped, our room is nice, cozy, and clean, I'm going to start my favorite thing that I like to do at the end of the day. So I'm taking my chocolate chip cookies that we made earlier and watching the most cheesy Christmas romance movie. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up for me. I make weekly cleaning, organizing, and decorating videos, so if you are new, I hope you consider subscribing, and I will see you all right here next week in a brand new video. Bye!